unwritten rules. It's Maga Malaka. Here we go. Let's have a little fun.
You had your time, but it isn't now. Locker rooms talking, I need you to zip it now.
So, not taking the last item from somebody, gum, cigarettes, maybe a piece of cake, Maga or Malaka.
Yeah, Maga, as in you don't do that. You don't take the last one. No, you don't do it. You don't do it.
I'm on the fence with that one.
Nah, because see, if I had one cigarette left and then you come to me and say, hey, can I bum a smoke off you? And I go, look, man, I only got one. And you turn around and go, oh, thanks, man. No, you don't do that.
And
right. It
depends on which side of you.
And I'm like, no, just take it. You don't do it.
You're right. You know what? You're right. Whoever finishes the toilet paper has to refill it. Maga or Malaka. Last person that,
Yeah, Maga, you have to refill it.
But quick question. What if you're stuck in the toilet when the paper is unrefillable? So are you responsible? So let's say you're in the toilet and you realize, I'm out. Right. So is it you have to refill it? You're calling for somebody to bring you something. So the situation.
Yeah, but you kind of half open the door so they can just lob it in and then you replace.
And now, so that means you replaced it or the person before that should have replaced it because they obviously saw that. It
depends how low it is. See, now you're going into a realm because I understand what you're saying. Now you're looking and saying, okay, if I'm finished and there's only 3 ply left, you look and you say, okay, maybe I should, I should replenish this. But you don't because 3 ply is 3 ply. We all know when it comes to toilet, you don't waste anything.
You don't waste anything. So one of your friends at work shows you their Tinder account and they show you a young lady that they're linked into. Are you that person that sticks their finger and swipes left or right, just swiping in any direction? Are you that dick that does that, Maga or Malaka?
Malaka, I am not. I always ask.
Yeah. Always. Yeah. Can I do the swipe for you? That's amazing. I love it. Let's see. Oh, somebody let you borrow their car. And do you fill it with gas at the end? And when you return it, Maga or Malaka? Full tank.
Look, the Maga move is at the bare minimum. Put it where you found it. The real Maga move is fill it up.
Fill it up to the top.
Fill it up.
I agree with you. But what if they gave it to you with nothing? What do you do with that? Do you fill it and then refill it again?
No, you still got to fill it up. You shouldn't have asked. You still need the car, didn't you?
You still need the car.
Hey, not my fault. You need a car. Drive your own car. You know what? If it's good enough for Enterprise Rent a Car that you can go out of your way to fill it up so you don't get dinged on the cash, it should be good enough for your friend. That's how I feel.
What about leave it in better condition than you found it? Maga or Malaka?
Only in Airbnb and hospitable places. Other than that, don't put the extra effort.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on this one. We're agreeing on a lot of them. I like where you're going with this one.
We're good people, Mitch.
How about this? You're on the subway. You're on your way home or a C-train or whatever you're into. And you're playing your music really loud in your earphones or otherwise. Maga or Malaka, the loud music in public place.
Malaka.
Mm-hmm. But what's loud for you is not maybe loud for me.
Are we in high school still? Is that?
Well, I'm just saying. Yes. We think like high schoolers, so yes.
No, it's no Malaka. Sorry, buddy.
Let's see. A couple more.
Okay.
Chewing with your mouth closed. Unwritten rule. Maga or Malaka?
Yeah, Maga. What are you, a yak?
First off, the yak is an underappreciated animal. Let me just say that right now. Listen, it's not the yak's fault. That's the way it's got a big jaw. It's just trying to get around the hay or whatever it eats, man.
I just feel that the yak, there's no etiquette, but at least it's socially acceptable. But man, if someone's sitting there like, it's that guy, right? Like they're breathing through their nose but
be honest, as much as it's gross and ridiculous to watch, don't you kind of want to watch it a little bit? Don't you just kind of want to just stare at it a little bit? Be honest, a little bit.
No, it's messed up, man.
Okay, second last one. This is one that I swear to goodness, I'm not going to tell you my stance on it. I'm just going to say it. Proposing to people at other people's weddings.
You know what?
Unwritten rule, Maga or Malaka.
You who does it, fuck you. Straight up. Okay? Straight up. You're really going to steal the thunder at someone else's wedding?
Okay. We're obviously the same person because I agree. Can I be honest with you?
I'd like to have a moment. We're about to do the first dance. It won't take long.
Why would anyone think that's a good idea? Why would anybody think that doing it there on somebody else's big day, that would be someplace you do it? It's baffling to me. It's beyond baffling to me.
It's brutal.
Your
envelope better be heavy.
I don't even think there's a heavy enough envelope for that one. All right, last one. Here it is. So you're in the bathroom. You're in the stall, right? You're doing your thing. Okay. And then all of a sudden you see that little eyeball through the slot.
Right.
Looking through the gaps at the stalls. Maga or Malaka?
Well, hold on. Are you inside the stall looking through the gap, or are you the outside urinal guy looking in the stall?
Well, let's put
because that's two different answers.
All right, fair enough. Okay, you're the guy on the outside. No, not the inside guy. You're the outside guy.
If you're the outside guy,
yeah.
Shame on you. Shame on you. That's
so. What do you mean? How is it? So the guy on the inside? No, don't be. The guy on the inside has.
The guy on the inside's got a right to look, Mitch. He's got a right to look. He's trapped. Well, he needs to know if oncoming traffic is safe. He's the guy that should be worried because he could get caught with his pants down.
True. Can I tell you something? When I used to be that guy in the bathroom, and I heard somebody come in, I would on purpose make noise. I would on purpose make noise to know, hey, I'm here. I'm here. Just hey,
I'm in.
Hey, I'm right here. I'm in here. Now, don't try.
Now, did you do that to be?
Just let you know. That was me. Because you know what the worst part is when somebody pulls on the door, and you're like, somebody's here.
Yeah, but
so I would make it known I'm here.
Yeah, but Mitch, you shouldn't have to make it known. The etiquette is if you're gonna go open, like just take a peek under, like you can see. Like if you see a pair of shoes, don't.
Some people maybe are just lazy. So this is how smart I was even back then. I would say, you know what? These guys are all lazy. They're not going to look to see if they're just going to yank on the door. And God forbid I forgot to lock the door. And then all of a sudden I got to explain what the situation is. I'm like, hey, yeah, this is 11-inch. Yeah. What's the big deal, man? Close the door. Stop looking. Relax. Yeah, that's what I said too. Relax, man. Close the door.
You can't look in. If you're on the outside, you can't look in. There's something wrong with you. If you're on the inside, it's safety. You have to look out. You got to know who's there. You have to know who's there. I don't think
something wrong with you. Yeah, there's something wrong with you. I almost spit it everywhere. There's something wrong with you. Yeah, there's something wrong with you, you creepo. If you're coming into the bathroom, like what? You know what? In all honesty, yeah, you creepy fuck. The one that used to come into the bathroom and you'd look at the vent. Like, what's your problem, man? What's your
because at that point you're done and you're washing your hands and you're like, oh, hold on a second, what's going on in there?
P.S. This is the last thing I would do. I would actually always wait until somebody left. I never wanted to make that like you come into the bathroom, you're like, why is it that we're so weirded out by pooing with other people around? You're like, hey, that was me. I was pooing in there. Like it just made it all weird and stuff, right?
Yeah, could you imagine if it was the opposite, right? Like the shit stalls were the ones that were open, but when you went to go take a pee, you had to close down. It's just whatever people deem socially acceptable. Way back when.
I hate to say it, but I think the women might have it right. By having a whole bunch of just stalls, you don't know what's going on in there. You don't know what's happening.
To each their own. Comfortability should always dictate, man. You're right.